I'm an atheist or an agnostic. I'm an atheist or an agnostic. I'm an atheist or an agnostic, and I've often been asked, where do I get my morals? And I've often been asked, where do I get my morals? And I've often been asked, where do I get my morals? And to me, that's such an absurd question.
That's an absurd question.
That's such an absurd question.
That's an absurd question.
I have no answer for it. To me, that's such an absurd question.
That's an absurd question.
I have no answer for it. I was wondering if you have any answer for it.
Morals evolve and are developed. Morals evolve and are developed. As I say, the morals of Christians read the writings of Martin Luther, where he said the proper way to baptize a Jew is to tie a millstone around his neck and throw him off of a bridge. Our moral codes evolve, our humanistic codes evolve by painful evolution.
When you make a value judgment, don't you immediately step yourself outside of this evolutionary process and say there is the reason this is good is because it's good, and you don't have any way to stand on that statement?
But my value judgment itself could come from my evolutionary past, and I suppose.
So therefore, it's just as random in a sense as any product of evolution.
Well, you could say that, but it doesn't in any case. Nothing about it makes it more probable that there is anything supernatural.
Okay, but ultimately, your belief that rape is wrong is as arbitrary as the fact that we've evolved 5 fingers rather than 6. I mean,
you could say that, yeah.
Yeah. We do a lot of backsliding. We do a lot of backsliding. Right now, there is an attempt by some to take us back to the Middle Ages by denying the scientific method, saying that evolution is false and that the myths of Genesis are true. And they are making inroads in our culture, and this is particularly frightening. In one generation, we could indeed be back in a dark ages. By denying the scientific method, saying that evolution is false, and that the myths of Genesis are true.
Actually, the very first verse tells it to us very straight, which states, Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and I think the whole answer is right there. In the beginning, that's time, God created the heavens, that's space, and the earth, and that's matter. Moreover, in the beginning, God, so he's already there, a pre-existent, transcendent cause, created, volitionally infused with energy, the heavens and the earth. And I like to refer to this as big mind theory, because what brought the universe into being had volition. Okay, that's the ability to plan, the ability to carry out the plan, and the exercise of will, by which I want to make sure we understand, I mean the ability to choose what is possible to do. And so right there in Genesis 1:1, we have in the beginning time, God, a pre-existent transcendent being, created, volitionally infused with energy, the heavens, space, and the earth matter. And it's all right there.
And that the myths of Genesis are true.
This first law of thermodynamics, right in Genesis 2:1-3, thus the heavens and the earth and all the host of them were finished. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it he rested from all his work which God had created and made. And so there you have it. God was working on his creation, and at a certain point in time, it's done, it's finished. And there's the first law of thermodynamics. No more energy, no more matter. It was there, and there it is, finished, done. A finite amount.
In one generation, we could indeed be back in a dark ages. Morals evolve and are developed. Our moral codes evolve. Our humanistic codes evolve. Morals evolve and are developed.
We've won again! This is good. But what is best in life?
The open steppe, fleet horse, falcons at your wrist, and the wind in your hair.
Wrong!
Our moral codes evolve. Our humanistic codes evolve.
Conan, what is best in life?
To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
That is good. That is good.
In one generation, we could indeed be back in a dark ages.
Never before in the history of motion pictures has there been a screen presence so commanding, so powerful, so deadly. He's Conan the Librarian.
Can you tell me where I can find a book on astronomy?
Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System?
Conan the Librarian.
I'm sorry. These books are a little overdue.
Conan the Librarian.